Welcome to another episode of Marketing 101 for Chiropractors, where we keep you ahead of the curve, attracting more new patients and growing your business. Now, here's your host, Dr. D himself.
You've been told to get more Google reviews, but what if I told you that that's not actually what's bringing you patients? Some clinics have 300 plus Google reviews, while others with fewer dominate their market. So what's really going on? Welcome to another episode of Marketing 101 for Chiropractors. I'm Dr. Enrico Dolce-Corri, and each and every week I'm bringing you tips and strategies to grow and scale your business. This week, reviews and how they actually work so that you don't stress too much about them. We've had a few episodes on reviews. You can go back and listen to those, but they're important, but I think we're looking at them the wrong way. I think it's more of an ego thing. We're looking at the other clinics around us being like, man, they got 300 reviews. I have 100. I need to really get this up and going. What's most important with the reviews is the 5 stars. 4.9, 4.8, 4.9, 5.0. You want a good rating. When you have 15 reviews or 3 reviews, yeah, that plays a little bit of an emotional component with the people looking for you. They're like, oh, it's fairly new, or they don't get many reviews. So the 5-star gets, dampened by the amount. But if you have 4.9 or 5.0 and you've got, 65 reviews, that's good enough for most people. 100, 3 digits better. So it's a psychology thing, but whether you have 100 or 900, I don't really think it makes a big difference in between those two. Once you get to 1,500 and 2,500, I think you really stand out. That goes for restaurants. It goes for a lot of stuff too. You become a little bigger, but we don't want to harp too much on the amount. What we want to harp on is the quality. More reviews equals more patients. Not true. If I just get to 100 or 200 or 500, I'll grow. That's not true either. Reviews help, but they're not the reason patients choose you particularly. They build trust. So what patients actually do right now in 2026 is they still Google, they still try and find your website. They check your ratings, they read a few reviews, and then they go to your website, socials, or videos. Even if they're using AI to find you, AI, if you hopefully rank with them, when they click on the link to go to your website, what you'll see is the points. The AI will draft on Gemini or ChatGPT, the points and the quality of each clinic. So when you say, find me the best chiropractor near me on ChatGPT, it'll post 3, 4, 5 clinics, and it'll have some snippets underneath it, some lines, and beside it, the reference point, Yelp.com, Google reviews, health grades, wherever your website, you'll have your website many times on there saying they pulled something from your website that says it helps with families and kids. They'll quote that and they'll put it there in your website so they can click on the source. And once they click on the source, you want to make sure wherever those are going are congruent to helping build your trust and authority. So reviews don't convert things alone. The problem why is if you go through your Google reviews, go for it. I've got almost 400, I think, or 400 plus. When I go to them, sometimes some of them are just 5-star blanks. And then some of them are like great staff, friendly staff, clean office. It doesn't really differentiate you. Problem number 2 is the story. There's no real story or specificity. So when they read it, it's like a restaurant. When they go there, you want to hear food's great, service is great, those types of things. You got to try the filet mignon. It's absolutely amazing at this place. When they say their fish and chips are the best in town, they're not lying. Things like that, they're like, oh yeah, I'm in the mood for fish and chips. Let's go check that place out, right? So that it's the emotional component that you're looking for, not just the 5-star reviews or it's clean. I sure as hope the office is clean, and I hope they're friendly. It's not gonna make me make the appointment. But if we have a condition that's mentioned or a transformation that's described, now we're changing the emotional connection. Okay, then there's no real follow-through system. So yes, they read the reviews, but what's the follow-up? The patient reads the review, then what? It hits a weak website or no content about it. That's the issue. You lose them after they get interested and they're on to the next, and they're going to research the next ones that actually do. Unfortunately, being ranked high and being the first click, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It can be a little bit of a disadvantage when they're looking for something specific, like let's say trigeminal neuralgia. It's a very specific condition. They click that, they go onto your homepage. Of course, you don't have a whole blog on your homepage about trigeminal neuralgia. So they go there to try to search for stuff. They don't see it. They bounce from yours. Then they put in a new search saying chiropractor for trigeminal neuralgia. Hopefully you reoccur in the top. If you're not, they're now clicking the next top one. And that brings them to their blog, which was a disadvantage because you wanted them to go to your blog about trigeminal neuralgia. So that's where the disconnect is. So by having the reviews linked up to the right portions on your website for trust and accountability play a huge role in all of this. Reviews are not a marketing strategy. They're a trust tool inside a bigger system that we're trying to work on and build. And you're building this each and every day, each and every week, each and every month that you're open. This is a long-term game. The content, playing with it, staying up to date, being web and mobile friendly, being AI friendly. These are adaptations you need to accommodate as things shift and change. So here's what actually works. A strategic review, not just leave more reviews. You want reviews that say a condition. Dr. D did great with my knee pain. I came in with a limp, discomfort. My orthopedic surgeon said surgery was not an option right now. They tried a gel injection. It didn't work. I started working with them. They worked on some mobilization, some adjusting of my knee, and I actually found out that my hips were off and leveled those out from x-ray. After about a few weeks, the pain subsided. They used the K laser on my knee for about 10 visits. And after a few weeks, I am now walking and moving without a limp and feel absolutely great when I thought the only option was surgery. That's a fantastic Google review that really helps you for knee pain. Failed past treatments, like I said in there, and clear results. That's what we want from it. A condition, what didn't work, and how the results here made a difference. These act like mini case studies for you, and it works well. And AI eats this all up as well, too, in a good way. So you want to pair reviews with video content. So this is where your YouTube channel comes into play. If you got YouTubes on all the Google reviews that you run for knee pain, back pain, and you've talked about these things, knee pain, hip pain, arthritis, they can now link you back to the YouTube channel. Watch content more that builds your authority. And this is where you'll see random shares on your videos. You're like, why did that video get shared 3 times? What's going on with that? That was my weirdest and dumbest video. It's because you hit a pain point for someone and they shared it with a family member or a friend to watch. So use reviews in your ads and funnels. These are great picture ads where you snapshot the review, have a video ad, have a picture ad, have another video ad, have another picture ad. One of those pictures can be the testimonial. Works really well. It may actually be your winning ad out of the ad set. So use reviews in your ads and funnels. Don't just leave them on Google. So when you create landing pages for your ads, at the bottom, you'll put 3 or 4 of your Google reviews snapshotted right there about this funnel that you've created about whatever it is, neck pain, headaches, sciatica, whatever it is. You put them in the landing pages, use them in retargeting ads, and turn them into short form content. Your best marketing is already sitting in your reviews. You're just not using it. So you want to guide patients on what to talk about. I actually guide them on their Google review. Hey man, you have got such a great story. Can you leave a Google review for us depicting exactly this story? I mean, people are going to read this and they're going to be like, oh, I have that too. And they're going to come in and get the same results as you. So what we need is just, instead of just the 5-star saying, hey, Dr. D's great, can you write it out like this? What problem did you have? What didn't work for you? And what changed when you started seeing us? It's clarity. It's not manipulation. It's nothing else. You're not offering them money to do this. You're just telling them these work the best. And when people read these, they resonate with them. Why not? Guide them on. We have little Google. You can go on to the Marketing 101 Facebook group, and in the content and files, go in there. You have Google review card. Hit it. I think it's a PDF. Download it. Put it into Canva. Change the logo. Change the QR code to your Google review. And then it says right in there on the back of the card, a great example of a review. And it had those 3 things: the problem, what didn't work, and what did work. And that's the structure. Some people leave 2 sentences. Some people leave 9-sentence, huge reviews. It doesn't matter. It's great, but it guides them in the right direction. So the clinics that win with this are the ones that collect strategic testimonials. The ones that lose are the ones that beg for reviews online. Leave us a review. Leave us a review. They have the review wave and the SCED and the automatic after the second appointment. After 2 appointments, people are not going to leave you an emotional review. They're going to say 5-star, and that's it, blank. It's been good so far, I guess. Boop. So hope quality solves it. And then they have no real system on the reviews. You got to utilize your reviews after you get them. Use them everywhere and pair with authority content. And that comes with video content on your social media platforms. So I want you right away. I know it's Friday, but I want you to ask 3 patients in the next week for specific reviews and specifically pick them at your start of day huddle at the beginning of the day with your CAs and your team. When you look at the morning shift, you're going to highlight, you're going to actually change their appointment color to like a bright yellow, and you're going to highlight 3 of them. You'll be like, oh, Sally's been doing so great with her shoulder. Let's get a shoulder review. Mark's been doing great with the decompression on his low back. Let's ask him for a review. And all you got to do is spend an extra minute with these cards. You hand it to them. It has a QR code on there. Tell them, hey, scan this. And sometimes they'll sit right there and scan it right there. Sit down, they'll write you a review. And then you tell them how to do it. So you're going to ask 3 patients this week. You're going to prompt them with what to include. If you don't have the cards yet, it's okay. Just tell them what to do, or you send them a follow-up text. Hey, Mark, I really appreciate your time when you get to this to do the review. Just remember to follow this structure. Boop. Copy and paste the last Google review that was great. Something like that about your story. Prompt them with what to include. Add 3 reviews to your landing page when you're done, and then turn 1 into a video or reel. You literally pick up your phone. You're like, hey, we had such a great review this week. I had to share it with all of you guys. This mom came in 2 weeks ago with her kiddo. No real answers as far as to why they couldn't get to sleep at night, behavior regulations. They've been trying the paleo diet. They've been trying to gluten-free and been doing some great things for their child, but still not seeing the results. And then after coming to our office within 4 visits, he's sleeping through the night, getting some great results. His behavior is better because, of course, he's sleeping. How cool is that? And that's just in his first 2 weeks of work with us. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I had to share that with you because when we help kids, you know, that's always a heartstring for me. And maybe you know someone that might need some help too. Share it with them. Boop. That's your reel for the week, and it links to the Google review you just got. So that's what you need to do. So if your marketing isn't converting, it's not because you need more reviews. It's because you're not using them effectively. So use this stuff. You guys, many of you are sitting on a gold mine of all the hard work you've been doing over the last 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 21 years, 35 years. You've been sitting on it. You have all this stuff that's already there. You don't have to recreate the wheel. Just using it in different pieces and puzzles to catch people where they are in 2026 and where all their attention is. Yes, they're still scrolling social media. No, they're not opening up emails as much. No, they're not really responding to text messages in words. But yes, they are opening up videos if you send them the link via text. They sure are. So turn it into funnels, ads, messaging. And just remember, reviews don't build your business. Trust does. It's trust. And reviews is one tool to help build trust. And trust comes from how you tell the story, not just how many stars you have. So have your patients help you tell your story a little bit more stronger. That's a good word for it. And see how that goes for you and your office. There's a lot of things to do. You wear a lot of hats. These are all little tasks. You can delegate this to your staff. Your staff loves doing this with patients as well. If you can get them to shoot a video too, we've gone to trying for them shooting it on their phone at home. The audio is not that great. The lighting's not that great, but they do well with these videos, and it's free marketing. They did all the work for you, and all you do is hit the share button or the copy and paste button right into your social media. You have their permission, of course, because they sent you the video. So they send you the video, you get it signed on a piece of paper saying you have a video release form signed to put their face on your social media, and you're good to go. And you got all your bases covered. And again, on the Marketing 101 Facebook group, you go into files and it's all saved in there, a video release form or a video testimonial or release form that you can just copy. It's in Word documents, so you can copy, change your clinic name to your clinic name, and you're good to go. Use all those resources. If you have any questions or if you need any help with anything, info@enricod.com. Stay well, keep doing what you're doing, keep scaling, keep growing, and keep helping your communities.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a rating. It helps get our podcast out to more listeners. Also, join Marketing 101 for Chiropractors on Facebook, or visit us at enricod.com for more information on growing and scaling your business.